Hello, everyone. James Baker, CPA here, your favorite international tax consultant. Today, I have a really good call with a gentleman from India, and he has questions about rental properties, information sharing and reporting, trading and investing, and how to protect his assets, and all of that in between, all wrapped up together. He was in the U.S. as a resident, but he left, and now he's back in India. So there's a lot of transitional stuff we discuss as well. Really good call, especially if you are leaving the U.S. and going back to India and you have rental real estate in the U.S. and you're doing investments, because that's exactly his situation. So if that's you, you should definitely watch the whole video. If you're just in India and you have questions, you should watch the video too. It's going to be great for you as well. And if you're not from India, you should still watch it, because I think it's a great video. There's a lot of topics that are kind of universal that apply, and a lot of concepts too. So I'm not going to waste any more time on my intro. I'm just going to jump straight to the call, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you at the very end where I tell you all the secret stuff. That's my hook.
Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up.
Good morning. Thanks for showing up for the call today.
Yes, sir.
What's your name? I'm sorry, I don't have it on here. Your name is Sai?
That's fine. My name is Sai. Yep.
Sai, nice to meet you. Where are you calling from today?
I'm in India right now.
Awesome, India. So
Okay.
tell me a little bit about your business. What's going on? What are you thinking?
Okay. Right now, this is what happening. I'm on H-1B till now. I'm in USA, and then I opened some trading accounts. I have multiple trading accounts, which are worth about 200K to 250K, which I trade like a day trade kind of thing. And since I moved to India right now, I just want to see what's the best option for me. Like I know we pay taxes in the resident country, right?
So you were on an H-1B. You're
Yes.
trading on investment accounts in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
You left. Did your H-1B expire, or you just moved back to India? You just
It didn't expire, but I moved back.
Okay, so you moved back, and you're still trading.
Yep, I do.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, now you don't. You have. I mean, I would file a final tax return in the U.S. to kind of break residency with the IRS, and you probably should give the brokerage a W-8 ban. I mean, it's not super
Uh-huh.
important because you're not receiving any dividends. But
Yep.
if you don't give them a W-8 ben, they're going to give you a 1099, and the IRS is going to think that you have income, and it's going to be kind of like disconnected, because as a resident, which you were paying taxes, you gave them a W-9, and then the brokerage is going to send you a 1099 showing the amount of profits you made with your trading. But when you give
Mm-hmm.
them a W-8 ben, they give you different statements. You know, it's going to be a different like, it's not going to show all the gains or report to the IRS like that. So a question, what brokerage are you using?
I got TD Ameritrade and Webull.
Okay, so Webull probably won't work with you if you're using a W-8 ben. It's I think they only work with U.S. residents, so I don't think they will. But
No, I
TD
think I checked with them. They do allow Indians, like residents from Indian country, to open a brokerage account.
Oh, cool. So that's new, because Webull didn't. I think it didn't allow that before.
Yeah.
So they allow people
It,
from. Cool. I'm gonna tell my team
yeah.
to check on that one.
Yeah, and also have 2 rental properties over there.
In the U.S.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay, check.
So
So you'll still have to file tax returns and report the income and loss from the rental property, but you want to do you're going to file it as a non-resident. You know, it's going to be a 1040 NR that you file instead of the 1040, and you have to do specific elections to be allowed to take your expenses for your rental income. You need to elect to treat it as effectively connected income. So there's some things you have to do. I mean, at first is file your final tax return when you leave. You're still going to have
do I
to.
need to file it right now or at the end of the year?
At the end of the year, you can file. It's actually going to be a kind of a confusing filing if you left in the middle of the year, because you'll have.
Yeah, exactly.
No, let me see. It'll be. You just have to split the income between the resident and the non-resident period.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's not. It's
That's
not
what
like.
I thought.
Yeah, it's not. So I'm thinking about how I would do it, and it's kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, kind of annoying, but it
Yeah.
can be done. It's not like an easy thing. It's a lot of manual
Yeah.
stuff there. It's not putting the numbers in the system. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you have to do that, and you definitely have to tell the brokerages you're non-resident, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can continue trading and paying no taxes in the U.S. on your brokerage and on your trading.
Yep. But one interesting thing I'm finding out is the tax rate in India is higher than the tax rate in US. Like it's about 30% here plus 4% cess on the, like, let's take it as 30% or something like that. But US, what would be the, if that is the only income and if it is about, let's say 100K per annum, I would say it's 25%, right? I'm just thinking like
Maybe less.
contemplating between, yeah, maybe less. I'm contemplating between creating an LLC over there just for trading and leave everything over there rather than bringing all them with me so that I can save some on taxes.
I
That's my
mean, it's
one
not
plan.
the LLC is not going to change your tax perspective, really. It's still all passed through. It's only if you had a corporation that was doing the investing, and that's going to pay
Or even a
21.
Scorpio. Okay.
Not an S corp. You're not allowed to have an S corp if you're a non-resident. It's only you would
Oh,
only the only option would be a C corp. C corps aren't generally the best for doing investments, and the reason is because this only pays. Let me see. Because I'm
yes, sir.
higher taxes, more flexibility. Why? When was this written? 2018. Okay, so if you have, okay, so here's one thing. If you use a C corp, yeah, the accumulated earnings tax. That's what I was thinking. So if you use a C corp and you keep more than what is it, like $200,000 of accumulated profits, that's 2 years worth of
Uh-huh.
profits in there without distributing it, then they could assess accumulated earnings tax, and that's an additional 20% tax, and then that already puts you over what you would have been paying if it was personally. So, generally, I wouldn't advise the C corp for trading because it adds a lot of complexity and a lot of potentially higher taxes.
Gotcha. Makes
I would,
sense.
before doing that, I would recommend just using an LLC and just not reporting it in India. But you didn't hear it from me. So, so
That's one option which I'm thinking as
it
well.
is an option. Here's something I want you to know. So you said you had 200K or 300,000, whatever, and that you're
Mm-hmm.
investing. So as a non-resident, if you have this in stocks and you die in U.S. stocks and you die, your family is going to have to pay 40% basically on the amount over 60,000 that you have in the account, and then
Yeah.
they have to prove that they paid it. It's like
Mm-hmm.
a 10-month process, and then they can get the money back, and they have to pay the taxes before they can get the money back. It's really complicated, and the way to avoid that is by opening a brokerage account with a multi-member LLC.
Mm-hmm.
Because if a member dies, the LLC is obviously still there and still operating. So that's something that's really important with, because once you have it, it's a little annoying to set up. I'm not going to lie. Once you have the multi-member LLC, we can set that up. But getting approved by the brokerages with the multi-member LLC, for some reason, it's just like it works sometimes, and sometimes they say no, and there seems to be no rhyme or reason to the decision making.
Uh-huh.
But it is quite possible, and me and my team are working on finding better ways to make this happen for our
Yeah.
clients and for the public, better ways to get it approved. But that's what I would recommend, how you continue investing is through a multi-member LLC to protect
Yeah, I
yourself from the
can.
estate taxes and to have your own, a little, and the cost of maintenance and keeping that open is very low. So
Mm-hmm.
that's probably what I would recommend. You have some tax stuff. I can help you with that if you want, need help with your
Yes, sir.
tax filings.
I saw your YouTube videos and find you are one of the most resourceful person, like most knowledgeable person based on my research,
Oh,
that
thanks.
helping people outside you who are currently right outside USA. So I felt like going with you is my best wise choice.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, especially with
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff changes so quickly, but the tax
Mm-hmm.
filings, I've been doing the tax returns for a long time, and they can be quite particular, and you want to just get it done right, not have to think about it again. That's kind of the idea. So I explain myself pretty well when I work with clients on that stuff. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
you have some stuff to do there, and then you also have I would consider doing the multi-member LLC and doing it that way. I
Mhm.
mean, if you can
So
make
when
it happen.
so when you said when we do a multi-member LLC and do we pay taxes in USA or just is it a pass through?
It's still a pass-through. So what will happen is, and it's really interesting how this is done. So with a single member LLC, there's nothing like you file a 5472. For a multi-member LLC, you can tell the brokerage you're a U.S. person. The brokerage won't
Mm-hmm.
withhold any taxes, and then we have to do the partnership tax return. Um, and if you get any dividends, we would withhold the taxes from the partnership level, and then we
Yeah.
attribute the gains to each of the partners, and that's on a statement. So it's a little bit more disclosed how much money you make when you have
Mm-hmm.
a partnership. You have to actually kind of share that with the IRS, but you don't have
Mm-hmm.
to pay any taxes on it personally because there's no effectively connected income. So it's a
Yeah.
different procedure, but
Yeah.
the same result of no taxes, and also you get the added estate tax protection.
Yeah. So, but in that case, I don't think there is any way if I don't put it on W8, then there is no way for India to know what income I'm getting it. So I mean, like I know it is not a it's not a professional advice, but do you think if I skip, will I land in trouble in future?
Hold on, let me find something I was working on with one of my teammates here. I'm gonna share my
Yes,
screen
sir.
for a second. So I'm working on this thing, and we're talking about information sharing between the U.S. and how the IRS exchanges information. They have these things called competent authority agreements, which rely on
Mm-hmm.
double tax conventions, blah blah blah. And I have a list of the countries here,
Mm-hmm.
and India is on there, and they do have two that were set up in 2019. It looks like. I don't know how they are. Let's look at them real quick. And this is a link too. So let's play this one and see what this does. So this is the country by country reporting jurisdiction status table. So these are country by country reporting data will be exchanged pursuant to bilateral competent authority agreements, which rely on conventions, tax agreements, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, arrangement between the competent authority of the United States of America and the competent authority of one Republic of India exchanged by country reports. So there is some status, some level of information exchange. How it's used, how it's exchanged, who knows what, is a little bit tricky because when we have this partnership, here's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do the partnership tax return. There's an EIN number, but you being the partner, I probably won't put if we get you an ITIN number, I might not put your ITIN number on your K1. So there will be nothing really connecting you to the company.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
next
That's
year,
just like.
starting next year, they're doing a thing with, and this is where it could change because in next year, there's the Corporate Transparency Act is starting and it's going to be in compliance. So every foreign owned company has to, basically submit the passport of the owner and tell the U.S. Financial
Who they
Crimes
are.
Division, FinCEN, who they are, who the owner of these
Mm-hmm.
foreign companies are. So I'm going to have to
Mm-hmm.
basically do it for every single one of my clients. And that might make this easier. But, it's just like there's so much information and you're just a guy with who's doing some trading and stuff. It's not,
Yeah.
I don't know. In the U.S., you're way under I don't know. I think it's a pretty low risk. But that's up to you. There is some level of information exchange. There is some level of information being captured. You just
Mm-hmm.
have to decide if 30% is like what the penalties are if you don't pay. Because like here, if you don't pay, and you make a case that you had no idea what you were doing or that you didn't think you had to, you basically just pay the taxes with some interest and penalties. So it's not that expensive a risk. It's not like jail time or anything. You could pay the taxes later.
Yeah, if it is that, I mean, like if it is not that much risk in USA, I don't think it will be that risky in India for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
I'm
want to
sure
tell
about that.
people, I don't want to tell people
Yeah,
not to pay their taxes, but you have to assess your level of
yeah, yeah.
risk, and especially
I see.
someone like you who's an active investor. So if you can take
Mm-hmm.
that 30% and you can make more money on it than the IRS would make on it,
Yeah,
or the Indian IRS, then you have to see like if it may, if it's worth it. So that's up to you. I can tell you in the US, it's pretty clear. It's pretty understood that you don't have to pay any taxes
yeah.
on the stuff. But I
So
think this is cool.
wh-
Competent authorities.
when we do that multi-member LLC, and it's completely legal to hide our names, right? There is no reason
No,
to put out our details.
we'll put your names on there, but it's not like you were putting your, like, it'll have
Passport
your,
number or
yeah,
something
it's not
like
gonna have
that.
your passport numbers and stuff. But that's what I'm saying. When you do the
Okay.
Corporate Transparency Act, they're gonna say who owns what companies and stuff like that. So there might be ways to connect it later.
Okay. So when we do the multi-member LLC in USA, how much like funding, how do I fund the account if I need to transfer some amount from US to India or India to US?
I mean, it's the same way you do it now. So if we did this, we would open the company, open a bank account, and then apply for the brokerage accounts. And then
Mm-hmm.
if we do TD Ameritrade as well, you could probably transfer between brokerage accounts as a way to
Yes, sir.
fund it, you know, and you can have your brother or your mother or whoever be a 1% owner of your company to make it a partnership,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or you can have two people be 1% owners, and that way it's really still all you.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's still that, but then it's still a partnership. So
Yes, sir.
um, so yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, you open the accounts and you just have to transfer it how you would now. It's the exact same. There's still just bank accounts and investment accounts. So it's the same as you're doing it now, just within the
Yes,
name of
sir.
a company.
And how much you charge for doing all of this, and how many days it will take, and what all documents you need from me?
So so we have our packages for, and I'll email you all the details because I'm gonna
Yes,
put
sir.
this, I'm gonna put this on YouTube. It's a good call, but we get everything done for you, the company open in like 14 days, and then I can help you with the application, completing that. And I don't know how long it's going to take them. I can't, you know, that's something we're still working on. I would apply at Interactive Brokers as well. They're a little bit easier
Okay.
in terms of accepting company applications, but Interactive Brokers and TD Ameritrade are usually the easiest ones. And then you can
Mm-hmm.
probably I would probably keep like Webull as a personal account and just lower the balance that you have in there, maybe, you know, like
Yes,
trade
sir.
with like 50,000 or something and keep it under the 60 or even close to it, so that you can diversify a little bit. You don't need to have it all in one.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you know, you know how it is. Like maybe you do riskier stuff in the Webull and you do more conservative stuff in the other
Yeah.
one, however you want to manage it. So
The only
yeah.
problem with Webull is they are not allowing LLC accounts unless the account is 100K worth. Just
Okay.
an FYI, in case if
Okay.
you are doing some research for your other
We are.
clients.
We're doing. I have most of my team members are just attorneys and in the countries where I work. So I'm just having
Mm-hmm.
them all apply for these accounts. We're documenting it all. We're trying to figure out the best way because they're just so inconsistent with how they process these applications. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, I mean, we can get the company open for you really quick and help you with the application, and then, you know, obviously give you ongoing tax support and what if you need legal docs, if you ever need anything. We do kind of a private client, all inclusive kind of thing.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I mean, everyone's who works with us is happy, and I think you
Mm-hmm.
know, I think you be happy with it too. And then, you know, later with the tax filing and stuff, that's going to be next year. Just keep all your documents organized and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
But no matter what you do, you should probably tell the brokerages, give them a W-8 BEN so that they stop like reporting that you have U.S. source income.
Like the current place, right?
Yeah, even the ones you're currently working with, give them the W-8 BEN form, because right now
Okay.
you're a U.S. resident and they're going to send you a 1099 and tell the IRS how much money you made for the whole year. And it's going to be
Yeah.
It's going to be really confusing for your reporting, you know, because then I have a tax return that's part year resident, part year non-resident with these capital gains that are part year taxable, part year non-taxable. It's going to just be a little messier, and they need to know that anyway. So I
Yeah.
would, you know, it's not hard. It's a really easy form. You can do it right now if you want.
Yes, sir. If possible.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll share my screen again. But I mean, you're going to find it's W8.
Uh, Is this going to be recorded?
I mean, I'm going to just go over it. It is recorded right now, but I'm just
okay.
going to go over it like what you do. Like, this is the form.
Yes, sir.
It's one page. So you have
Okay.
name of individual, your name, country of citizenship, your permanent address, your
Mm-hmm.
U.S. tax ID if you have one, your foreign
Yes, sir.
tax ID if you have one, and then your date of birth. So this is literally all basic info. And then the claim of treaty benefits. Actually, you do all trading. You don't do any dividend investments.
Yeah.
So I guess we can still reference the treaty. You're from India. Dividends. So, I mean, you can have, what's the treaty rate here? Is it 15%? Okay, so however, 15% of the gross amount of dividends if the beneficial owner is a company which owns at least 10% of the voting stock of the company. Yeah, so it's not you. So it's 25% of dividends. So, I mean, you can reduce it from 30 to 25%. So here you put India, and then you put 25 article. What article is this? Article 10 of the treaty to claim a 25% rate of withholding on dividend income.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically all, and then you sign it, and that's
Yes, sir.
So it's really simple, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't have
Yeah.
to do it all. You can do it. You know, you can do it. That's it, really. It's
Yeah, I
just
can do
this,
that myself.
and
I
then,
just
yeah,
need those
it's really
information.
what's your name and your address, so you know that.
Yep.
And that's that. So yeah, see how figure out how to submit that to them, and then yeah, we can do the applications for Interactive Brokers and TD Ameritrade. And I was trying to work with TradeStation. Have you heard of TradeStation?
Yes, I do.
They have a really cool website, and they're like, yeah, we can definitely open accounts for non-residents. And I have an account we've been emailing them back and forth for like 6 months, and it's just crazy. They ask the dumbest questions. So I'm getting kind of turned off by them, but I'm going to try one more person with them
Yeah.
to keep giving you feedback. So,
And what in this case of multi-member LLC, what should happen to my all my trading income? If everything goes on to this multi-member LLC, but what happens to my rental income, rental properties over there?
that's all. That can all be in your name still. That's fine. I mean, if you own that, you should probably own those properties in LLCs just for legal liability purposes.
Mm-hmm. I thought about that, but I thought I just had good umbrella insurance which covers liability on both properties. About 3 million. So
that's up to you, as long as you understand. You seem like a smart guy. I mean, you had an H-1B and you have some money and whatever. So you sound like a smart guy. That's up to you. I mean, if it's low risk, that's fine.
Yeah, there's low risk properties because I have those properties from about 3 years. So I felt comfortable with them. I have good tenants and good property managers in place for those properties, as well as I had to shield myself from personal liability. I had good umbrella insurance. That's
so you pay for good insurance instead of for the LLCs and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fine. So
LLC, those stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, the LLC is usually what I'd recommend, but if you have a lot of insurance and you've been doing it, from a tax perspective, it's the exact same result. You know, you still put it on your personal tax return, and it's going to be just like anything else. It's not going to be a huge tax burden unless you're really crushing it, unless you really, you just make a ton of money on the properties. Most people cash flow them and make a little bit of money and stuff, but it's not going to,
it's just cash flowing.
Yeah. So that's good. I don't think you need to do anything there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward for your email regarding all the details, like your services offered.
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now before I forget.
Okay. Yes, sir. And it was nice talking with you, and thank you for sparing your time for me this morning.
No, thanks for, I think this is a really good video. I think we got a lot of good information out of this. So I hope, it's helpful, and it was really nice to meet you. I'll send you that email. Hopefully we work together, and
yes,
that's
sir.
it. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. So Sai, really nice guy. He had a lot of great questions. That was a really quick call. I just had all my copies, so I'm really jacked up right now, really going. We learned about some competent authority agreements. I got to make more videos on that. I got a lot of research that we've done on that. So I'm going to make some more videos on that. If you're a non-resident and you own real estate, there's different ways you have to pay your taxes in the U.S. if it's located here. If you have investment accounts, there's, a lot of the biggest hurdle with those is just getting the accounts open and registering and doing all of that stuff. So, I think he has a good handle on it. I think we can help him clean it up and make it a little better because he just left the U.S. and, protect his assets as much as possible, lower his taxes as much as possible. And then it's up to him, however he reports whatever he's going to report in U.S. That's why on these videos, we just have a first name and we don't put anything else on there. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I don't want to condone tax evasion because that's not right. You should pay your taxes. But I'm also not going to tell people how to pay their taxes in their home country, only how to do their taxes here in the US. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to schedule a call with me, I do have times in the description below. If you want to watch some of our courses on how to open your own US company instead of working with me, it's obviously cheaper to watch the course, and I think they're very informative. That's great. If you want to file your own 5472s, I have a course for that too. I'm putting out more stuff on my Spanish channel, my Tu Empresa en America channel. I know I should change it to Tu Empresa en USA because I speak Spanish too and have those going. That's all there too. Comment if you have a question. And if you're watching all the way to this point, just give me that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.